just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody.
Hey, thought I lost you there. Well, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Now, this is the second video, and it's really needed to talk about this. Basically, the Samsung S22 Ultra smartphone and what's going on with it. I've been watching all of the videos, and I'm sure you have if you've tuned in and you've seen the pros, the cons, everything about it. But I wanted to take a step back and refocus on the involvement of what's happening with Korea, the Samsung, and also the blockchain and DeFi timeframe. Staying ahead in testing, developing, and technology means not waiting to see what's going to happen. You already know what's going to happen. You've got your time frame, and you have your end goal. Now, all tech giants right now, they're testing, they're competing. We've seen this from Apple in 2006 through the release of the iPhone all the way up to today. Cameras, storage, battery life, music, weight, and style, but it's understanding the flow of consumers. Where do consumers want to go? Where do they want to be? And what are they flowing? Just like water. Think of water, how it moves over obstacles. Nothing's going to get in its way. And this is the only path. And I see this is how Samsung is taking on the consumers with blockchain, crypto, and DeFi. So let's get into this. All right, now the biggest factor I want you to think about right now is really take a step back, and I want you to appreciate the involvement of the Bank of Korea and Samsung working together to bring blockchain and DeFi to the consumers. This is fantastic. The time frame alone could not be better. With all the developments since Ethereum in the last 2 years, the layer 2 technology, doesn't matter if you're on Solana, Cardano, if you're on Loopring, but whatever is being developed now is going to propel future growth and innovation going ahead. Staying ahead, again, it means testing and developing and not waiting to see what happens. That's where I see what Apple's doing. Apple, I think maybe they have something under the radar, but I think they're taking a more standoffish approach because of regulations in the US. That's a big factor. Regulations. Do you want to follow regulations, or do you want to move ahead with technology and basically have your product already developed and make the regulations around it? This is what Korea is doing. Now, they are working with a central bank digital currency, and that's fantastic. The possibility of it is on the table. They're working out a lot of security measures, protocols, scalability, and most important, interoperability. They're working hand in hand through this. It's a possibility. It's being developed, and right now with Samsung, they're doing all these tests offline for the next 6 months. That's important. Sorry, this is 6 in Chinese, the signal here. But think about this. Whatever I just showed you, and all the smartphone videos you watch about this, new Samsung S22 Ultra camera, battery life, weight, everything about it, that's fantastic. That makes our lives easier, makes taking pictures easier, makes night pictures easier. The battery life, instant charging, it's fantastic. All these things. It's making life easier. But again, they're adding one more layer to this. Payment systems. A wallet that's already part of the phone, the core of the phone. They've got 2 different chipsets to keep the wallet separate. This is very important. And that's why they're doing all of this development. I see this as Samsung really going in just like water. Just like Bruce Lee said, be water. They want to be water, go around all the obstacles. Korea, Bank of Korea, consumers, and Samsung, they're tackling this head on. Consumers want cashless payment. They already have it. It's a huge part of society in Korea alone right now. Credit cards are pretty much the dominant aspect of pay. People do use other payment systems, even over here in Taiwan and Japan and China. It is a huge part of society. Even just going on the subway, paying your phone, your Apple Watch, your Samsung Watch, and beeping it over the scanner, going to 7-Eleven, Burger King, taxis, paying for airplane tickets. All of these things are already possible in Asia. It is part of life, and it's becoming more and more developed because it's a smooth transition. There's no sudden shocks like, oh my gosh, we're going to do this now, and people freak out because they don't understand how to use it. It's a smooth process. Sorry, I got a garbage truck going on here. So developing this payment system, it's already there. It's been well developed for several years. But Samsung, they've already had this payment system on their phones, the Galaxy phones, since 2019. This is very, very big. And having Samsung's best interest in mind with the consumer and also the government's bank, they're working together basically like a triangle. And that's fantastic. Scalability, interoperability, and speed of transactions. Just like what they have at Flexa and Solana. Going forward, I look forward to seeing more of this use. Now, this is just a testing phase for South Korea only. But again, this is an incubation period for development of ideas, innovation, and to see how people in the West, different companies, hopefully Apple, Google, Apple Pay, Google Pay, how will they adopt and really kind of bring this into the Western part of culture? Get people away from just using cash all the time, but trusting your phone as your identity. This is going to be a huge part of your daily life. I mean, if you forget your phone, don't you feel naked? It's like having your key and you forget your key in the house. Like, oh my God, what's going on? You do have that sense of security with it. It will be a big part of, security, cybersecurity, but also theft. There's a lot of issues going on, but again, that comes down to your own personal safety, security, and how much do you want information on your phone? A lot of questions, a lot of unanswered questions, but looking forward to it. Looks fantastic. It's a great idea going forward for Korea. I love the idea of having your smartphones, your tablets, your smart watches, all connected for the same thing. It makes life easier, and that's what technology has done, making life easier. Even going back to 2016, the purpose of Bitcoin was just a function of having and saving, holding for small transactions. 2016 came along with the adoption of Ethereum, and to 2019, you have ZK rollups just being started. Now, this year, the ZK rollup technology, lowering Ethereum gas prices. Technology, it's getting exponential. All of these things are making things easier for people to do and build and scale with cryptocurrency, blockchain, and DeFi. And just today, this week, we saw what happened on the Super Bowl. It's all over the crypto bowl. That's fantastic for people in the West. I'm over here in Asia and seeing more adoption about this. More people are talking about it. How do you use it? What's going on here? Is that a centralized exchange? Decentralized exchange? The vocabulary, technology, and know-how will slowly be developed. But it doesn't have to be completely understood. You don't need to know how your car operates to get from point A to point B. You don't have to know how your computer works, what everything inside it. You will slowly get to know how to use it. Ease of use, less frustration, then everything else is fantastic. And that's what we need. Basically, cut out the middleman, cut out the banks to really take a step back and really, for you, control your identity, control your wallet, control your finances, and get more for your money. That's what it's all about. Now, hopefully, Samsung, thumbs up to all of you over there, because, it looks like a fantastic phone. Be excited to try it out. So all of you out there, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the Samsung phone and having a cryptocurrency wallet, blockchain wallet already installed on your phone and have the options to do that. Because I'm sure you already have a few different exchanges, wallets on your phone, if not on your PC, but having things linked together. It's coming. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. Just, are you ready to jump on this and test it out? So, all of you out there, enjoy your day, game on.